join our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. I never thought I'd walk away. There's so much joy, but so much pain, and it's so hard to say goodbye. But yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like the road I ride. I know you in my heart forever. I'll always another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you love. For you the world just opens up. But it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like the road I ride. I know you in my heart forever. I'll always remember. All the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we shared, place everywhere. You touched my life. Now one day we'll look back, we'll smile and laugh. But right now we just cry. 'Cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like the road I ride. I know you in my heart forever. I'll always almost see it. I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head. You'll never reach it.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to warmly welcome our families, friends, parents, teachers, and administrators, and special guests to the 2026 San Secondary Middle School leaving ceremony. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. We are privileged to have the support of our dedicated teachers, caring parents, loving grandparents, and hardworking administrators who have guided us and encouraged us through our journey. We would also like to recognize our distinguished guests, including past alumni and the members of the San Secondary Middle School board members. It truly is an honor to be surrounded by so many significant people who have impacted our lives immensely throughout our middle school journey. I would now like to invite Tyler Trott to the podium for the opening prayer. Thank you.
Sometimes by knocking down, but no, I'm not breaking.
May everyone please stand for the opening prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we, the class of 2026, appreciate that you have given us the opportunity to gather with teachers, family, and friends to celebrate the completion of 3 years of hard work, dedication, and devotion. Today, we honor our parents, guardians, teachers, and friends who have supported us over the years through many challenging times. We ask that you will be with us as we commemorate the beginning of our new academic endeavors. May this ceremony be a time of reflection and reminiscing as we collectively share in the wonderful times we have experienced as a student body at Sands Secondary Middle School. We ask that you continue to bless our teachers as they strive to equip us with the academic and social skills to function in our global community. We ask that you continue to continue to grant our parents and guardians with patience as they nurture us to become successful men and women of the future. These blessings we ask in Jesus' name, amen. Please be seated. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Naylor, Acting Principal, who will deliver the opening remarks.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Special guests, board members, parents, staff, but most importantly, the class of 2026. Well done, guys. You've done it. You've survived middle school. Yeah, you can have a little woo-woo to that for sure. I could, of course, say the same for the parents. Well done, parents. You have survived middle school too. I remind my parents all the time that the 3 years at middle school also coincide with the exception of infancy, the greatest change in the human body. And we know that they arrived here 3 years ago as little ones like this, little M1s, and now they're leaving. Some of them are towering over me. And we expect that sort of physical growth, but you as parents, you also see the emotional sides of things. And where the graph for growth is pretty linear, the emotional one at middle school is a roller coaster. So thank you, parents, for all the support that you give to our students. You're going to be pleased. Yeah, actually, students, you can give your parents a round of applause. You'll be pleased to hear, students, that I'm not going to waffle on. I'm going to get going. But just remember, students, that from the day you walked in here as M1s, you became part of SANS, and you will forever be part of SANS, and SANS will be forever part of you, okay? I wish you all the best. Let's have a fantastic morning. Thank you very much. I'm going to invite Vincent Lightbourne up to the stage. Thank you, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. The class of 2026 participated in many rewarding activities throughout our middle school years, such as our Keep Bermuda Beautiful activities, Endeavor, Kids on the Reef, Transition Day, Advisory Day, Spirit Week, Sports Day, Senior School Open House, the King's Visit, numerous field trips, the wonderful time we had at the Night of Elegance, and today, our 2026 leaving ceremony. We now welcome Eliana Choi and Shaye Gordon Grimes, who will reflect on the journey ahead and offer encouragement to the class of 2026.
Sands Secondary Middle School class of 2026. We started this journey 3 years ago together. We have had experiences that have been both fulfilling and yet challenging at the same time. Despite these challenges, we have been resilient and committed to quote Kerry Washington. Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. We can now look back on how we have been prepared by our teachers for this very moment. Class of 2026, I encourage you to never stop learning, exploring, expanding your mind, challenging and believing in yourself to accomplish your goals and dreams. To quote Theodore Roosevelt, believe you can and get halfway there. Belief in yourself is a powerful force. This quote encourages you to recognize the strength that already exists within you. Everything you need to succeed has already been seeded within you. All that remains is to nurture it with hard work, perseverance, and faith in yourself. It is my pleasure to welcome Ms. Samantha Smith, who will treat us to a special musical performance.
Good morning, everyone, and a special good morning to our graduates. The song I'm going to sing this morning is one that I hope you can listen to the words to and just find encouragement as you go through life moving forward. The strength to carry on, and you'll cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. When you face the world alone, no one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and he'll cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone steer them away. Hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find a way, and then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you'll cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. That a hero lies in you.
next presenters, Alewa Chasta and Nicholas Gomez Keynes, will introduce the guest alumni joining us today.
Miranda LaFrance graduated from Sand Secondary Middle School in 2017. She was an honor student, athlete, and prefect. She then went on to graduate from Barclay Institute, where she served as deputy head girl and co-president of Student Council, while also completing her associate's degree at Bermuda College. Since then, Miranda has pursued an interdisciplinary path combining neuroscience, research, entrepreneurship, and public speaking. She completed a double major in neuroscience and philosophy while participating in research projects focused on neuroanatomy, maternal health and fetal development, sleep and circadian rhythms, animal behavior, and learning retention. Miranda also participated in a human neuroanatomy laboratory where she gained hands-on experience working with real human brain and spinal cord specimens. She also participated in the Surge BCI Hackathon, where her and her partner developed an EEG-based brain-computer interface designed to detect mind wandering through alpha, beta, and theta wave activity, earning second place in the competition. Rihanna also worked as a co-podcast host and research intern with Dalhousie Search, helping communicate innovation and research topics through public-facing scientific media. Alongside research, she gained clinical experience as a clinical cognitive remediation assistant with SINU under Dr. Adrian Barkley, supporting children with a multidisciplinary healthcare environment.
Outside of academics, Reina has represented internationally through Model United Nation and debate, competing across Canada at tournaments including Canadian Parliamentary Nationals and Yale Ivy. She also became Hill Ivy Debate Champion and received the award for second best speaker. Professionally, Reina currently works as a social media manager at Yellow Creatives, which was recognized as a nominated runner-up for Business of the Year. She also runs her own beauty and wellness business, Lashed by Sunshine and Shaped by Sunshine, where she works as both a lash artist and lash educator. Through these experiences, Reina has learned the importance of staying adaptable, embracing new opportunities, and allowing curiosity to guide both personal and professional growth. She hopes to encourage younger students to pursue their interests confidently, step outside of their comfort zones, and recognize that success does not have to follow only one path. Please welcome past alumni Reina LaFrance to the podium.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Hi. First of all, congratulations to the graduating class. Today is a celebration, and a huge one at that, though it may not feel like it. It's a celebration of every assignment you completed, every friendship built, every lesson you learned, and the fact that you've officially made it through middle school. That deserves a round of applause. Before I go any further, I just want to ask a question. How many of you have absolutely no idea what you're doing with the rest of your life? Be honest, raise your hands. Now look around you. Keep your hands up so you can see. Parents, you too. Now take a look back. I know it's a lot more than people who are actually raising their hands. Congratulations, you guys are all normal. The funny thing is, one of the biggest lessons I've learned when I was sitting from where you are today is that nobody really has it all figured out. Everybody's learning as they go, so just give people grace. When I was your age, I thought I had the whole thing figured out. I knew exactly what my future would look like. Now I'm 22 years old, and I can tell you life does not work like that. You grow, you change, then you change again, and probably more after that. The person you are today is not the person you'll be come graduation time high school. And that's okay. In fact, that's kind of how it's supposed to be. I wish I had someone who told me when I was sitting in your position that it's okay for plans to change. It's okay to discover new interests. It's okay to outgrow old ones. It's okay to start over. Every chapter that you enter teaches you something new. My journey definitely wasn't what people would call a smooth start. During my first week at Berkeley, I had already made friends with security and the office staff before I had figured out exactly what classes I was supposed to be in. And if that wasn't enough, I managed to fall down all the flights of stairs. If you know from like Berkeley's upper atrium where the history classes are, that's quite a lot of stairs, and that was my first day. Then I started Bermuda College, and I was in pretty much all the wrong classes. And then when I found the right one, I tripped up the atrium. So all of those moments, when I was having them, I thought like, oof, this is it. Everyone's gonna remember this forever. Like, this one moment would define me. However, things that felt like huge disasters at the time became tiny footnotes in my story. And that's something I want all of you guys to remember. One bad grade doesn't define you. One mistake doesn't define you. One fall, or a couple, doesn't define you. The moments that feel huge while you're living them don't decide who you become. You get to make that decision every single day with every choice that you make. After all of those embarrassing starts, as you guys heard, I went on to become a head student. I had student council co-president at Berkeley. I graduated with my associate's degree and my high school diploma, and then my double major. So clearly those mistakes didn't define me. And it wasn't because everything went perfectly or smoothly. It was because I kept showing up after things didn't go smoothly. Another lesson that I learned is that your friend group matters more than you think. And I know you guys probably hear that a lot. But there's actually truth behind it. Years from now, people won't remember, who's the most popular or, who was the funniest. They'll remember who was kind. They'll remember who made them feel welcome and who included them, who showed them kindness when no one else did. Those things kind of matter more than you think. So choose friends who encourage you. Choose friends who celebrate your success, like moments like this. Choose friends who make you feel better, who make you grow. Now, the last piece of advice that I'm going to give you, middle school me would have hated to hear. Like, absolutely dreaded to hear. I probably would have shrugged it off. But sometimes your parents are actually right. I know. I can see some of you kind of looking down and disagreeing. Trust me, I probably would have disagreed too. But as I've gotten older, I realized that sometimes the advice I didn't want to hear is exactly what I needed to hear. And at 22, I've made the discovery younger me would have found deeply unfortunate, but my mom wasn't trying to ruin my plans. Most of the time, she was actually right. So try not to dismiss your parents' advice too quickly. You don't have to agree with everything they say, but at least hear it out. Think about it later. I promise you, most of the time, it does come up later. Alrighty. The final and probably best piece of advice that I can give you is actually something my mom told me. It was a piece of advice that I kind of pushed off hearing through all of early high school and early university, but it was something that changed and opened doors for me that I wouldn't have imagined. Though I didn't want to hear it at the time, the advice was rather simple. Get involved. Join the club, try the sport, volunteer, take the random opportunity that you think might be a side quest, raise your hand and speak up for yourself. Some of the biggest opportunities in my life happened because I was simply involved and just was myself. Even the career that I have today, as you heard, most of my experience is in research and science and neuro and philosophy and like kind of more so either medical or legal pathways. Before my current job, I actually had no real experience behind a camera, yet now I'm filming pretty much every day. Sometimes the best things happen when you say yes before you even feel ready. So if I had convinced myself that I wasn't qualified enough to reach out, I would have missed the opportunity that completely changed my life. I was even able to film the King's visit. That was pretty cool for someone who hadn't picked up a camera till this year. Well, last year, actually. So as I leave here today, I want you to remember this. One day you're gonna look back on this moment and wonder where time went. I'm kind of having one of those moments myself because I still remember my little trophies like this. So make memories with your friends. Try things you're bad at or haven't done. Be kinder than you have to be. Don't waste years trying to impress people I promise you probably won't speak to after graduation. And most importantly, don't be afraid of change. Because life's gonna change, and then change again, and every version of yourself has something worth loving. Now, if you're sitting here today wondering what high school is gonna be like, wondering who you're gonna become, whether you'll make the right decisions, and truthfully, what your future might look like, remind yourself it's okay to not have all the answers. What matters is that you keep showing up, keep learning, keep being kind, keep believing in yourself and trusting that God has a plan made specifically for you. Celebrate your accomplishments, be excited for what's next. Your story's only just beginning. And if there's one thing I've learned, you can start your story over as many times as you want. Thank you.
On behalf of the Year 9 students, class of 2026, we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks for taking the time to speak with us. Hearing from a past alumni who has walked the same halls and faced the same challenges was truly inspiring. Your words of encouragement have motivated us to continue striving for excellence as we prepare to enter senior school. Thank you for sharing your journey and reminding us of what is possible through hard work and determination. Ms. Rana, please enter the stage again. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. At this time, Dasha Phillips will come forward to introduce our guest speaker.
Kalen Miners is husband to his beautiful wife, Sakara Miners, the son of Clark and Beverly Miners, the youngest of 2 children. From a young age, he was very athletic and outgoing. His love for football became evident early. You could find Kalen full of joy, very active, and always smiling. Kalen not only became passionate about the sports he loved, but was blessed to become a talented player. At the same time, he shined in academics. He is the recipient of many awards and accolades, both in academics and athletics. In high school, Kalen was a notable member of successful Berkeley football teams, even captaining the team at certain points. In his final year, he was appointed as the deputy head boy and vice captain of Guildhall. He concluded his high school athletic career as a captain of the West All-Stars, leading them to victory by scoring 2 incredible goals in a late comeback to win the game. This all led to him being offered a scholarship to play college football at a Division I university in the USA. He was blessed by God to continue his education while playing football at a high level. After 4 years, Kalen was blessed again to travel to Italy to live, study, and play football for 1 year. Following this, he spent 1 year studying in England. From that, he now possesses 3 higher education degrees. Kalen never played football professionally, but is honored to have reached the pinnacle of his athletic career by representing Bermuda in the sports he loved. His first match with the men's national team came at the age of 21 against Grenada. This culminated in Kalen being a member of the historic Bermuda team that went on a magnificent run to qualify and play in the 2019 Gold Cup. All of these honors are nothing compared to Kalen's greatest accomplishment of knowing Jesus Christ and being saved by him. He has since returned to Bermuda and now serves the youth of the Church of God. He is fully committed to making an impact amongst the youth of the nation here in Bermuda. He is humbled and honored for the opportunity to speak to the Sands Secondary Middle School class of 2026. I welcome Mr. Kalen Miners, who just happens to be my uncle, to the podium.
I told my wife, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. I told my wife, I hope when Daja gets up, if she speaks and introduces me, that she says, that's my uncle. So, thank you, Daja. I would like to greet the principal of this school and the acting principal, the year leaders, all teachers and staff, everyone that has been played an integral role in this graduating class that we have here today. Thank you to those that have invited me to come and to speak to these graduates. I want to recognize my wife, who is here, and also the Board of Governors and everyone that is here, parents, but most importantly, and the speaker that just spoke. Thank you for your words of encouragement to the class. But most importantly, can we celebrate this leaving class of 2026? As has already been said, this is a very significant moment for you all as individuals. You may not deem it to be something that is very significant, but you will one day understand the value of what you have experienced as you've walked through these halls. And I recognize the dedication that it has taken for some of you to be here. I recognize the hard work and the labor, the toil, maybe the difficulties, the happy moments, the sad moments that have led you to sit in these seats today. And I want to say thank you for your dedication to your own life and to your academic advancement. Thank you for your commitment in your athletic talents and giftings and whatever it is that you are gifted in. Thank you for all of the hours that you spent that no one saw. Thank you for all of the sacrifices that you have made that has landed you here with the opportunity to transition to a higher place. And I want to just say that it is remarkable that there are so many of you young people that are doing such wonderful things, and I believe that we will experience that when we get to the giving out of awards and prizes. When I was in high school, Sands was a force to be reckoned with. We never wanted to play them in football. I never wanted to go to inter-school sports and see them win every race, kill all the people in 4x100 meters. You had Justin Donovan running down the thing, and you're like, what is going on right now? And so Sands is a place of excellence. And I know that that excellence, while I saw it in athletics in my day, it is far beyond just athletics. I believe that Sands is a place of academic excellence and excellence in all other areas. And so I want to say to you young people that you are students of excellence. Your lineage and your legacy, the things that have been given to you while you've been here is something that is excellent, and you should take great joy and pride in what you have received. Do not take these moments lightly, because they are going to be pivotal in what you are going to experience. The things that you have experienced today will impact your tomorrow. And so I want you to leave Sands remembering the things that have happened and holding on to the lessons learned to help you in the steps that you will take as you go forward. And as wonderful as this day is, I want to challenge you that today is a decision day for you. It's a day of decision. The reason why it's a day of decision is because you are going to have to make a choice about who you are. I want to tell you a story. There's a movie, it's called Air, and it tells the story of Michael Jordan. And in this movie, all of the competing companies are trying to sign Michael Jordan to a shoe deal. How many wear Jordans today? Oh, come on, I know it's way more than that. Can't afford them. Oh, mercy. That's crazy. They are expensive, so I understand. But Adidas, Puma, Converse were all trying to sign Michael Jordan to a historic deal that would send him to the top as a basketball athlete. And this one underdog company, Nike, decided that they would enter the race even though Michael Jordan said, I do not want anything to do with Nike. You know Nike today as a great shoe brand, but in that day, Nike was just a running shoe. And so people in the basketball community did not take Nike as a serious competitor. And so Michael Jordan said, listen, I will take a deal with anybody else except for Nike. But there was one radical man in Nike that decided that there was something great about Michael Jordan. He saw it. He saw something significant, and he did not want Nike to miss out on the opportunity to sign this great man. And so he went about to get Michael Jordan to sign for Nike. Through many different avenues, he worked tirelessly to get a meeting with Michael Jordan. And when they were in that meeting, his mother was instrumental in getting Michael Jordan to come to that meeting. And so it came to the day of the meeting, and Nike was ready to give a great presentation. They started the work, and it was wonderful. And at a point in time, they played a video. Now, these videos that these companies would play was highlights and clips of basketball and all types of things. And the man that was instrumental in getting Michael into Nike, he looked behind him and saw that Michael was uninterested. He recognized that the person that they were trying to attract was uninterested in their presentation at that time. And so he shifted. He shut the video off and said, forget it. And he began to speak to Michael face to face. And he said, let me tell you your future. And he told him what will happen. You will have highs, you will have lows. There is greatness inside of you. And the fact of the matter is, you are guaranteed to walk in that greatness. We will build you up in our community. We will make you to be such a great man, and you will have to live every moment to live to that measure. But when you get to the top, we will also break you down. We will attack you. We will challenge you. We will speak against your name. You'll have injuries and you'll face difficulties. And that's gonna be the time where we know who you really are. Because there are many people that can get to the top, but when it comes time to fall down, there are not many people that can do that. And that's what he said to Michael Jordan. And he said, in the midst of all of this, can you summons the will to fight through all the pain and rise again? And he asked this very potent question: who are you, Michael? This will be the defining question of your life, he said to him. And I want to tell you, young people, that this same question that was asked to Michael Jordan, I asked to you today because it will also be a defining question in your life. Who are you? Who are you? And I'm not asking what can you do. I'm not asking you what job you will take. I'm not asking you any of those things that has to do with your performance, but I'm asking you, who are you? The invisible things of your life that we cannot see. We can see your talent. We can see your gifting. We can see the wonderful things that you can accomplish, but who are you when those things are pushed to the side? What is your character in this life that you have? Because as was said by Raina, people will forget your accolades. People will forget your grades, your GPA. One day those things will not matter. But people will always remember what it is that you made them to feel. They will always remember the experiences that they had with you. They'll always remember that you were rude or you were respectful. They will always remember. It can be 20 years, 30 years down the line, but they will always remember what it is that you made them to feel. And so in this life, you will have many moments of decision. You will make decision after decision every single day. Some of those decisions will be big decisions, and some of those will be small decisions. But there will be many decisions that you have to make. Not all of them can you answer right now. If I asked you if you knew whether you should get married and who to get married to, you'd probably say, listen, I'm just trying to get to graduation and get out of Sands. Like, I don't have time for all of that. And so there are decisions that you will have to make that you may not know the answer to now. But I want to challenge you today, young people, that you can make the decision about who you will be, what type of person you will be right now in this moment. And yes, you may make a wrong decision now that you need to change later, but I challenge you today that you must make a decision about who you are. Who you are. As was said, time is not going to wait. You are going to have to make that decision. I'm not challenging you to consider just what you're going to do, but who you will be. Whether you are a banker or an athlete, whether you are a doctor or a lawyer, a teacher or a scientist, whether you are on TV as a movie star or whether you are a YouTube influencer, whatever your career is, whatever your job is, whatever you find yourself doing, the one thing that will transcend all of that is what type of person you decide to be. It will transcend all of that. It's what type of person will I be? And your life is greater than the sum of your accolades and the amount of money that is in your bank account. It's far more than that. One day, money may go up, it go down, and you think because you have a lot, then that's important, but one day it may not be that important. It is the impact that you have because of the type of person that you are that will last. And there is great value in what people say about you. Not that you are living for people, but it is great value in what people remember about you when you leave a room, when you leave a school, when you leave a job, and when ultimately you leave this earth. It will be valuable what people remember about you. There are people that you do not even know, but you still live in their legacy. You still turn the lights on every day, and you may not even know who created it, because they created something in the earth that lasted long beyond their lifespan. And I'm here to challenge you today to become a person that will outlast your lifespan. And then when you become that person, create something that will outlast you as well. There are people that will come after you in this school. Can your name be so established that there are younger people that come after and say, I want to be like that person? I see them as a template. I see them as a way which I can take. I want to follow that type of example. Can you be that type of person? And can you create that type of legacy? There's a wisdom, a scripture that I love. It says, choose a good reputation over great riches, and being held in high esteem is better than silver or gold. Now, I know the parents are saying, listen, a good reputation is not going to pay your bills, and that's correct. It does not say that money is more important than a good reputation, but it's teaching that it is of utmost importance that you have a good reputation as you navigate this life, because there are people and there are opportunities that will be available to you beyond the ability and the giftings that you have, but by the character with which you walk in. And if you have a reputation before you show up that you are this person or that person, an opportunity that was available to you can be shut immediately because your name has gone ahead of you. Before we get to see you play football, we know that your character is not good. We don't even want you anywhere near our team. Before you get to showcase your ability on the TV screen, we know that your character isn't good. We don't want you anywhere near our movie production. And so that's my challenge to you. And why is this important? Young people, I believe that if you don't decide who you will be, even if it's not the fullness of your character, but maybe it's just one thing today, I decide that I'm going to make time. Even if it's I decide that every time I put on my school uniform, it's going to be in the best shape possible. Every time I submit an assignment, it's going to be the best I can give. Even if it's those one decisions day in and day out, those will make a big difference. And if you do not, your environment will decide for you. Your environment will decide whether you will be a type of person or another type of person if you don't decide on your own. You have to walk into that new school next year and say, this is who I am, and you have no ability to change that. Now, if you get there and you decide that who you decided to be is not right, then make sure that you change it. But do not allow anyone or anything to change what you decided. And here's the thing. It's not difficult to make the decision today that you will be this person or that person. The difficulty is every day you have to wake up and live that decision out. So even when all of your friends are coming to school with their ties looking crazy and you decided you were going to have your uniform looking good, you have to decide that I'm not changing because of my friends. You have to make a decision that it does not matter what he is doing, it does not matter what she is doing. I have decided that this is who I am, and I'm standing on that. And the reality is, if we are honest, there are some of you in this room that have not made good decisions in these school hallways. You've not made good decisions about who you will be. But I'm here to let you know that you have an opportunity as you transition to make a different decision. You have an opportunity to change the narrative about who you are. By one single decision, you can do that. When you get to that next school, you have a clean slate. And you can decide who you are. But make sure you do. Because if you do not, your academic or your environment that you're in will decide for you. High school is a place, and life is a place in general, where there are so many voices, so many influences, so many people that are trying to influence or inspire you in a different direction. And so you have to go in ready and settled in who you are. A chameleon has the dynamic ability to shift its color based on its environment. And that's exactly how those that are not grounded in who they are, they live their life like that. They shift and they change according to what is happening in their environment. But that's not a stable foundation to live your life on. It's not a stable place to be that you always change based on where you are. There are certain things about your life that you will have to decide that I am going to be this type of person no matter what. No matter what. And so young people, that's my challenge to you. Is who will you be? How will you be remembered? When someone says your name, what will be the emotion that those that hear it and know you experience? What will you accomplish in this life? But more importantly, what type of person will you be? What type of impact will you leave, and what type of legacy will you have? I want to encourage you now and over this summer break to begin to make decisions, calculated, intentional decisions about who you want to be. And then from that place, decide, how can I create something that will outlast my life? You are not limited to what you have seen already. You're not limited to your family's experience. You're not limited to the Bermuda experience. There is a world of opportunities that are available to you if you will be a person that can access those things through your character and then through your gifting and your ability. That's my time, boys and girls, and I encourage you as you go on to make some good decisions about who you will be. Thank you.
On behalf of the Year 9 students, class of 2026, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your encouraging words of wisdom. You have inspired us to continue along our path of academic and social excellence as we transition to the senior level. Your sound advice will resonate well with us as we transition to the senior school. We are truly grateful for the time you've taken to share your experiences and motivate us to aim higher. Your visit has reminded us to the legacy we are a part of and the potential we each carry forward. I will now invite Mr. Minus back to the stage. Thank you. We are honored to welcome Principal Kelly Baxter Williams, Acting Principal Mr. Naylor, Team Leader Mr. Williams, Ms. Raina DeFont, and Kaylin Miners to the stage as we begin the presentation of awards and certificates.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome again, parents, guardians, loved ones, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Congratulations to you all. So I guess the moment you've all been waiting for, the distribution of awards and certificates. I would like to ask the first row, may you please stand. First up, we have Mr. Akshay Anred, Certificate of Completion, Prefect Certificate, Science Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Reading Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Football Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Congratulations. Make sure you guys turn and face your parents for a photo, yes? I'm sure it's an important milestone. Come back up. Set the turn, set the stage. Next up, we have Miss Ezra Ararat, Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Social Studies Certificate, Science Certificate, Dance Certificate, and our Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Armani Ashwood, her Certificate of Completion, her Prefect Certificate, a Science Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Social Studies Certificate, Dance Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Armani. Next, we have Miss Raybella Bailey, Certificate of Completion, Prefect Certificate, Science Medal, Spanish Medal, English Language Arts Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Next, Mr. Azari Bean, his Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Spanish Medal, Art Medal, Music Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Science Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Congratulations. Mr. Mr. Zayden Brown, Certificate of Completion, a Spanish medal, a Business Studies medal, Physical Education medal, Football certificate, Cricket certificate, and his Community Service certificate. Yeah. Next, we have Mr. Kyron Bryan, his Certificate of Completion, a Science Medal, a Physical Education Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Football Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Cross Country Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Mr. Rory Bartrell, his Certificate of Completion, a Prefect Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Football Certificate, Rugby Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Yeah, guys, when you take a photo, go right there, Mr. Rory. Your mother wants to photo. All right. Don't worry, lots of photo opportunities later on. But guys, once you shake the guest speaker's hands, you can stand right next to Raina and turn, smile. All right. You guys like social media, now it's time to get on it. All right, next we have Mr. Caden Burgess, his Certificate of Completion, Physical Education Medal, Community Service Medal, Computer Technology Certificate, Football Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Cricket Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Maya Burgess, Certificate of Completion, the Pearson Award, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Prefect Certificate, English Language Arts Medal, Social Studies Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Congratulations. Next, we have Miss Anya Burns, her Certificate of Completion, Prefect Certificate, Business Studies Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Information and Computer Technology Certificate, Physical Education Certificate, Cricket Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Netball Certificate, Basketball Certificate, and Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Ms. Kizana Butterfield, her Certificate of Completion and her Community Service Certificate. Congratulations. Next, we have Mr. Sam Keynes, his Certificate of Completion, the Lance Brown Memorial Award, Physical Education Medal, Science Certificate, Social Studies Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Football Certificate, Cross Country Certificate, Rugby Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. That's how it's done, Sam. Quality, mate. All right, next, Mr. Luke Caruthers, Certificate of Completion, Prefect Certificate, Physical Education Shield, Mathematics Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Cricket Certificate, Football Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Basketball Certificate, and his Certificate for Community Service. Next, we have Mr. Kimani Dean, his Certificate of Completion, a Spanish Medal, Social Studies Certificate, Dance Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Miss Madison Eve Scott, Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honor Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Mathematics Medal, Science Medal, Social Studies Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Prefect Certificate, and her Certificate for Community Service. Next up, we have Miss Maya Eve, Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Dina Butterfield Lister Award, the Pearson Award, Science Shield, Social Studies Shield, French Shield, Mathematics Medal, Science Medal, Art Medal, English Language Arts Medal, and her Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Mr. Christian Fox, his Certificate of Completion, Prefect Certificate, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Community Service Medal, Pearson Award, Mathematics Medal, Social Studies Medal, French Medal, Family Studies Medal, Science Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Basketball Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Miss Capri Furtz, Certificate of Completion, Mathematics Certificate, and Community Service Certificate. Next, Miss Sophie Gauntlet, Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honors, Honors Award Pin 2026, Angelina Swan Award, Dina Butterfield Lister Award, Higher Vision for the Performing Arts Award, Science Shield, English Language Arts Shield, French Shield, Music Shield, Mathematics Medal, Art Medal, Community Service Certificate. Next, we have Miss Layla German, her Certificate of Completion, the Pearson Award, a Prefect Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Very good, Layla. Congratulations. And I just don't know why. Mr. Krizori Goda, his Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Information Computer Technology Shield, Social Studies Medal, Business Studies Certificate, French Certificate, Football Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Miss Thais Gurms, Certificate of Completion, the Smith Landy Award, English Language Arts Medal, Dance Medal, Reading Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. So Thais. Next up, we have Mr. Nico Gomez Cans, put his middle name in there, but a Certificate of Completion, Deputy Head Boy Certificate, Prefect Certificate, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Pearson Award, Dina Barafio Lister Award, Future Scientist Award, the Norbert Simmons Award, STEM Award, Spanish Shield, Business Studies Shield, Mathematics Medal, Science Medal, Social Studies Medal, Music Medal, English Language Arts Certificate, Football Certificate, Basketball Certificate, Cross Country, and his Community Service Certificate. Next up, Miss Shaye Gordon Grimes, her certificate of completion, the Business Studies Shield, French certificate, netball certificate, and her community service certificate. Next, Miss Soraya Grant, her certificate of completion, her prefect certificate, physical education medal, dance certificate, mathematics certificate, basketball certificate, football certificate, netball certificate, rugby certificate, and her community service certificate. Mr. Ashton Groves, his certificate of completion, mathematics medal, social studies medal, and his community service certificate. Miss Savannah Hayward, her certificate of completion, Higher Vision Performing Arts Award, prefect certificate, physical education medal, netball certificate, rugby certificate, and her community service certificate. Next, we have Miss Karis Huey, her certificate of completion, prefect certificate, science medal, reading medal, community service medal, mathematics certificate, English language arts certificate, dance certificate, and her community service certificate. Next, Miss Callie Hollis Butterfield, certificate of completion, English language arts medal, mathematics medal, science certificate, and community service certificate. Miss Brianna Hunt, her certificate of completion, a dance medal, a cricket certificate, and her community service certificate. Next, we have Mr. Riley Ingham Gibbons, his certificate of completion and his community service certificate. And finally, Mr. Caleb James, his certificate of completion, his prefect certificate, quarter four honor certificate, social studies medal, music medal, art medal, Spanish certificate, basketball certificate, and his community service certificate. First up, we have Miss Eden James, her certificate of completion, family studies medal, community service medal, physical education certificate, cricket certificate, rugby certificate, and her community service certificate. Miss Kayla Jennings, her certificate of completion, Pearson Award, mathematics medal, science medal, social studies certificate, netball certificate, and her community service certificate. Miss Shakie Lambert, her certificate of completion, a dance certificate, prefect certificate, and a community service certificate. Next, we have Mr. Damani Lendi, his certificate of completion, a science medal, social studies medal, mathematics certificate, and his community service certificate. Next up, Mr. Tiz Lathan, his certificate of completion, a dance medal, a physical education certificate, a football certificate, rugby certificate, and his community service certificate. Next up, we have Mr. Vincent Lightbourne, certificate of completion, quarter 4 honor certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, prefect certificate, social studies shield, mathematics medal, business studies medal, Spanish medal, science certificate, basketball certificate, and his community service certificate. Mr. Brian Magia Lopez, certificate of completion, community service cup, quarter 4 honor certificate, literacy achievement award, Lexile achievement award. Excuse me, I need some water, I think. A lot of awards and certificates. Sorry, Brian. Business studies medal, Spanish medal, mathematics certificate, information computer technology certificate, English language arts certificate, basketball certificate, and community service certificate. Sorry about the delay, my trusty team back here got me some water. Next, Mr. Assad Muhammad, certificate of completion, prefect certificate, physical education certificate, football certificate, cross-country certificate, and his community service certificate. And next up, Mr. Aiden Osborne, certificate of completion, the Cellini Award, the Social Studies Medal, Spanish Science Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Basketball Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Outerbridge, certificate of completion, physical education medal, business studies certificate, basketball certificate, football certificate, rugby certificate, cross-country certificate, and his community service certificate. Miss Naomi Outerbridge, her certificate of completion, the Pearson Award, the Social Studies Medal, a dance medal, English Language Arts Certificate, Rugby Certificate, and our Community Service Certificate. Next, Miss Akira Pacheco, certificate of completion, quarter 4 honor certificate, information and computer technology shield, mathematics medal, music medal, science certificate, English language arts certificate, and our community service certificate. Miss Miss Jazoria Pasco Trot, Certificate of Completion, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award Pin 2026, Social Studies Shield, Mathematics Medal, Spanish Medal, Dance Medal, Science Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Football Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Prefect Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Miss Zayuri Peets, her Certificate of Completion, the Spanish Shield, the Art Shield, English Language Arts Medal, Quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Mathematics Certificate, Social Studies Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Miss Dasha Phillips, Certificate of Completion, Community Service Medal, Physical Education Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Social Studies Certificate, Dance Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Football Certificate, Basketball Certificate, Cross Country Certificate, Prefect Certificate, and our Community Service Certificate. Athlete. Next, Mr. Glavin Phillips, Certificate of Completion, Business Studies Medal, and his Community Service Certificate. Mr. Naj Richardson, Certificate of Completion, Reading Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. And next up we have Miss Alay Rochester, Certificate of Completion, the Cellini Award, Physical Education Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Dance Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Netball Certificate, Basketball Certificate, Cross Country Certificate, Prefect Certificate, and our Community Service Certificate. Zyla Sotis Reyna, her Certificate of Completion and her Community Service Certificate. Next we have Miss Azaria Scott, her Certificate of Completion and her Community Service Certificate. Miss Ayara Simmons Fashala, her Certificate of Completion, Information and Computer Technology Certificate, Physical Education Certificate, Dance Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Mr. Jaden Simons Casey, Certificate of Completion, English Language Arts Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Mr. Keith Smith Simmons, his Certificate of Completion, a footballing certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Mr. Kai Smith, his Certificate of Completion, the Judith Rattery Award, Community Service Medal, Mathematics Certificate, Football Certificate, Rugby Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Next we have Miss Keasia Smith, Certificate of completion. Head girl certificate, prefect certificate, quarter 4 honors certificate, honors award pin 2026, Dina Butterfield Lister Award, the Pearson Award, the Raquel Baisden Award, the Mathematics Medal, Shield, Family Studies Shield, Science Medal, Social Studies Medal, English Language Arts Medal, French Medal, Dance Medal, Physical Education Certificate, Netball Certificate, Basketball Certificate, and her Certificate of Community Service. Next, Mr. Kyan Smith, Certificate of Completion, quarter 4 honors certificate, the Pearson Award, Community Service Medal, Mathematics Medal, Social Studies Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Rugby Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Miss Yari Smith, her Certificate of Completion, quarter 4 honors certificate, honors award pin 2026, prefect certificate, science medal, social studies medal, mathematics certificate, information and computer technology certificate, physical education certificate, cricket certificate, rugby certificate, football certificate, basketball certificate, and her community service certificate.
Never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try, yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to.
Miss Aaliyah Steed, her Certificate of Completion, Social Studies Medal, Spanish Medal, and her Community Service Certificate. Mr. Messiah Swan, Certificate of Completion, the Pearson Award, Family Studies Medal, Social Studies Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Spanish Certificate, Business Studies Certificate, Prefect Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Mr. Nashe Simons, Certificate of Completion, Science Certificate, Rugby Certificate, and his Community Service Certificate. Miss Michaela Tolbert, Certificate of Completion, Mathematics Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Mr. Kirby Tolbert, her Certificate of Completion, a Mathematics Medal, a Family Studies Medal, and her Community Service Certificate. I think I need some more water. Next up, Ms. Eliana Trent, Certificate of Completion, Deputy Head Girl Certificate, Prefect Certificate, quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award PN 2026, the Pearson Award, the Higher Vision for Performing Arts Award, Physical Education Shield, Mathematics Medal, Dance Medal, Community Service Medal, Science Certificate, Social Studies Certificate, English Language Arts Certificate, Rugby Certificate, Netball Certificate, Basketball Certificate, and her Community Service Certificate. Mr. Tyler Trott, Certificate of Completion, Head Boy Certificate, Prefect Certificate, quarter 4 Honors Certificate, Honors Award PIN 2026, the Pearson Award, the Mathematics Shield, the Spanish Shield, Information Computer Technology Medal, Social Studies Medal, and his Community Service Certificate. Next up, we have Mr. Tasari Tucker, Certificate of Completion, a Mathematics Certificate, a Football Certificate, and a Community Service Certificate. Mr. Mr. Anari Wade, his certificate of completion, quarter 4 honors certificate, Spanish medal, mathematics certificate, basketball certificate, and his community service certificate. Mr. Caleb Watson, his certificate of completion, quarter 4 honors certificate, mathematics medal, information and computer technology medal, Spanish medal, basketball certificate, and his community service certificate. Miss Malia Weeks, her certificate of completion and her community service certificate. Mr. Najee White, certificate of completion, quarter 4 honors certificate, honors award pin 2026, family studies shield, mathematics medal, science medal, social studies medal, English language arts medal, French medal, and a rugby certificate and a community service certificate. Miss Sariel Wilkinson, her certificate of completion and her community service certificate. Mr. Jaden Williams Ferbert, his certificate of completion, a prefect certificate, quarter 4 honors certificate, mathematics medal, social studies medal, information and computer technology medal, music medal, and his community service certificate. Mr. Taylor Wilson, his certificate of completion, information and computer technology medal, mathematics certificate, business studies certificate, physical education certificate, football certificate, and his community service certificate.
You know that we're rich, that was no objective. But from his good loving, we have it in stock.
Next, we have Miss Taori Wolf, her certificate of completion, English language arts medal, social studies certificate, reading certificate, and a community service certificate. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Nassar Woods, his certificate of completion, English language arts medal, science medal, Spanish medal, mathematics certificate, and a community service certificate. Congratulations. So, class of 2026, please give yourselves another round of applause. Congratulations. So that includes the distribution of awards and certificates. I would now like to invite from the Board of Governors, Miss or Dr. Selassie to the stage for some remarks.
Good morning. Y'all sound tired. Good morning. We're having a celebration. Madam Chair, Dill, Principal Baxter Williams, special guests, teachers, counselors, staff, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, to the young people sitting before us today. It is an honor and privilege to stand before you on behalf of the Board of Governors of Sands Secondary Middle School. Graduates, look around the room. No, seriously, take a look around the room. Take in the faces. Feel the importance of this morning, because this is not just a ceremony. It is a moment you will always remember. You are closing one chapter, and you are stepping boldly into another. You have worked hard, you have learned, you have laughed, struggled, made friends, made mistakes, started over, and found your way back. And you are still here. You are here because you earned it. Every difficult day, every lesson learned, every time you chose to get back up, that was you. Do not treat your presence here today like it is small. This is the beginning of a new chapter. So we are here to celebrate you today. And as my daughter would say, tell me if I get it right, clock it. Did I do it right? Yeah. One day, life is going to look you in the eye and ask, what are you doing with your life? And actually, Raina asked that very question earlier. You may not have all the answers yet. Quite honestly, none of us do. Do we, teachers, staff? Nope. But I want you to know the answer belongs to you, not to the noise, not to the crowd, not to the people talking loudest about who you are or who they think you should be. I remember being in middle school. Every report card seemed to say the same thing. Dana talks too much. She has so much potential, but she just needs to focus. Can anybody relate? Well, I decided to take those comments not just as criticism. I took it as a challenge. I channeled those comments and turned them into my strengths. And today, what I do for a living is talk. I communicate. I advise the government, corporate leaders, community groups on how to speak to people, both in person and through their various media channels. As a filmmaker, I talk through my stories, through my photography. I share stories of Bermudians, past and present, and their contribution to our society. I build ideas and bring people together through words and images, and through cultural experience that help to shape lives. Talking too much is something that may have looked like a weakness to someone else, but for me, it became one of my greatest strengths. Yes, hear the feedback, acknowledge what you need to adjust, but do not let anyone define you. Maybe you talk a lot. Maybe you are quiet. Maybe you ask too many questions. Maybe you are restless. I see a few of you in here. Maybe you see things differently. Maybe there is something about you that people just don't understand. Never be ashamed of who you are. Learn how to manage your challenges, grow through them, and find the gift inside of them. What looks like a struggle today may be a part of the very thing that helps you find your place in the world tomorrow. You come from Sands, Somerset. No, you gotta do better than that. This is cup match season. Somerset. Thank you. We are a community built on strength, sacrifice, family, and people who know how to show up for one another. As you move forward, you carry your family, your school, and your community with you. That is not a burden, it's a blessing. And hear me clearly, you do not have to be perfect to be powerful. Let that sink in. As Kaylin said earlier, you will make mistakes. You will say something you regret, make choices that you wish you could take back. But a mistake is an event. It is not your identity. A bad decision is not the final word on your future. What matters is what you do next. Do you learn from it? Do you own it? Do you apologize when necessary? Do you get back up and choose better next time? That is character. You are growing up in a world that moves fast. There is always another notification, another video, another post, another trend. Instagram and TikTok can make it look like everybody else's life looks perfect. They don't. So put the phone down sometimes. Look up. Listen when someone is speaking to you. Say thank you and mean it. Be the friend who checks in. One real friendship, one genuine connection, one person who truly sees you is worth more than any likes or views. And always remember the people who helped to get you here today. Your teachers, your counselors, principals, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, godparents, and everyone who stood in your corner. Many would have challenged you along the way, and some may have gotten on your last nerves. Anybody in here have that somebody? But they showed up because they believed in you and they knew you were worth fighting for. That is love. Honor it, carry it from today forward. I want to leave one question with you today. What kind of mark do you want to leave here at Sands? Akshay, where are you? Your story is yours to write. Anya, where is she? Anya, your leadership matters. Psalm, your voice matters. Sophie, where's Sophie? Your creativity matters. Nicholas, your choices matter. Christian, your focus matters. Riley, your resilience matters. Maya, your determination matters. Kieja, did I say it right? Kieja, I know I'm probably saying it wrong. You know who you are. You know I'm talking to you. Your work ethic matters. Malia, where's Malia? I don't have my glasses on. Am I saying it right? Malia. Malia, where's Malia? Stand up, Malia. There you go. I'm old, I need my glasses. Malia, your presence matters. Assad, stand up for me. Your future matters. Eliana, am I saying it right? Say it one more time. Alana. Aliana. Come on, stand up, because you had a whole long list of awards and stuff. Your vision matters, and we're looking for great things from you. Graduating class of 2026, you all matter. On behalf of the Board of Governors of Sands Secondary Middle School, we are proud of you, we believe in you, and we are expecting great things from you. Now go forward and make your mark. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Selassie, for those inspiring and very personal remarks. We do appreciate that. I would like to now invite from the PTA, Vice President Mr. Lewis to the stage for a few words.
Good afternoon. I had a big speech, but all the speakers hit the nail on the head, so I'm not going to keep you. So I'll just drop a quote on you. If you want to go far, no. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So I encourage everyone to let's go far and go together. So on behalf of the PTA, we wish you guys all the best and congratulations.
Again, congratulations to the class of 2026. I'm Mr. Williams, the Year 9 team leader. I just want to say I'm proud of you guys. What a year. For this particular ceremony, we've issued roughly 50 special awards and shields. I'm a math teacher, so I like a little bit of numbers. Over 100 odd medals, approximately 280 certificates, totaling over 480 separate awards here today. So once again, congratulate yourselves, class of 2026. Of course, we end the year on such a celebratory note, but I can assure you as team leader, not all was good this year. Some of you drove me crazy. Some of you, your actions made me very concerned. Your behaviors in class, somewhat unsettling. Many times I had to tell you guys, don't drive me crazy, stop being so silly, get your acts together, pull up your socks. But you were silly, and a lot of you did drive me crazy. You know who you are, you spent many, what I would have thought minutes in my class or during lunchtime turned into hours and hours and hours over the course of the school year. Maybe too much time for some of you in my classroom at lunch. But during those times, I know you guys learned to be a little bit better. You got a little less silly. Some of you even got your homework done, so congratulations. Or submitted assignments that were months overdue, just so you don't have a failing grade. I got to know some of your last names very well. Mr. Groves, Miss Grant, Mr. Fox, Miss Scott. Many names I got to know, okay? I've literally named every new gray hair on my chin and on my head after each and every one of you. Some of you have multiple, okay? But I must say, I did enjoy this past year. Class of 2026, I am extremely proud of you guys. Just do what you gotta do, okay? Keep pressing forward, set goals, be organized, persevere, volunteer, be a leader, and just be great. Class of 2026, congratulations once again. Thank you for the memories, and I wish you guys the absolute best going forward. I would just now like to invite Miss Principal, Miss Baxter Williams, to the stage for some closing words.
Good afternoon, board members, staff, parents, and of course, our class of 2026. Let me ask you this. What do I have? If I failed it, what is it? 10? If I crumble it up, what is it still worth $20? If I throw it on the ground and stamp on it, is it still worth $20? If I throw it and change it from my hand to yours, is it still $20? I'm gonna keep it as my lunch money, okay? I have to keep it. All right. Nothing that I did changed the fact that it was $20. Nothing that I did changed its value. And it's the same for you. You are about to embark on another journey of your life. You're going to have experiences that may change you. Friends may change you. Opportunities may change. But in all those changes, always remember your value doesn't change. Who you are as a person, who you will be remembered as, the message that you give to others, the way that you help others. Every message that you have heard today spoken to you has been about your character, about your legacy. Remember, you are God's greatest creation. Your value is it's priceless. Take that with you. Know that you are important, that you are powerful beyond measure. Take with you that God loves you. We love you and we wish you well on the next journey of your life. Class of 2026, congratulations. We value you, we are proud of you, and as it was said, go and be great. Go and make your mark on life. Congratulations once again.
And now I just wish to invite Miss Keasia Smith to the podium for the official vote of thanks.
I would now like to officially close out our celebration today. On behalf of the Sands Secondary Middle School Class of 2026, we would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for attending our leaving ceremony today. Parents and guardians, we would like to thank you for your continuous guidance and support throughout our middle school years. A special thank you is due to our teachers for their dedication, patience, and commitment to our growth. As students of excellence, the foundation that you have laid has prepared us for the next phase in our education. We would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to our school leadership team, Ms. Baxter Williams, Mr. Naylor, and Mr. Williams, as well as our counselors, Mr. Barrs and Mr. Shields. We appreciate your leadership and counsel during our time at Sands Secondary Middle School. Thank you for equipping us with the tools to become model students in our respective senior schools. Once again, thank you on behalf of the class of 2026. And finally, congratulations, we did it.
Congratulations once again to the class of 2026. May you all please stand.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on.
Parents, I just want to say, if your young one want any special awards, please feel free to come inside and take a picture with them at the front.